Somebody give me some crack. I'm too low energy.
Destroyed the establishment.
The NSA's after us now.
What you done?
Alright, everybody, welcome to the 6th episode of the No Name Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Mrmoopsy. Everyone else introduce yourselves while I stare off at the wall.
Silence.
Perfection.
That's how you know we're good.
Oh yeah. By the way, Cosmo Jazz here.
I'm Raz.
I am everyone's favorite black man.
And the main antagonist of Kingdom Hearts.
And the main antagonist of Kingdom Hearts. What? Wait. What?
I love how you went with that. Like, no.
It's not on my contract.
Excuse me, sir. I read the fine print, and nowhere did it say I needed to be a Kingdom Hearts villain. Do you see what happened to those guys? Getting fucked up by a key and shit?
Well, did you read the back pages?
I did not read the back pages.
There you go.
There's a lot of perks with those back pages.
Yeah, at any given moment, you are to be beaten by a large key.
And a dog and a duck.
They have a wonderful...
Also confuse everybody else in the process because one person's 3 people, but that 3 people turns into 7 people.
Spoilers!
But we have a wonderful insurance plan.
They're lucky the insurance is great, otherwise I'd have been out of this gig a long ass time ago.
Also, Moopsy.
Anything fast, it's a giant keep.
Also, Moopsy, it doesn't matter if we spoil that game because they still won't understand it, so...
This is true. I lost track halfway through, too. Alright, well, now that we got something,
yeah!
things are happening. Just why don't you go and let the good people know what our schedule is for today.
Alright, today we're talking about the Spyro trilogy getting announced. Also, Shaq Fu is back. And we're going to be talking about some things that we might want back from our childhood. And also, the YouTube creator took something in our own hands against YouTube in the worst way possible.
No, Daddy, not the belt!
Does it say PTSD there much? No. And then Google's car looked left. It looked right, and it still hit somebody. And we're going to be talking about that. Sea of Thieves gets hacked and also makes another L for Microsoft. And Twitch staff is getting kind of shitted on because they hired too many people.
Oh no.
Alright, let's start off with Spyro. Who has played Spyro here?
I have the trilogy.
Hey.
Your boy has played Spyro before.
Hey.
I played it when I was younger.
Close enough.
Yeah, it counts. I kind of know.
Default.
So I found it like interesting because like we had Crash Bandicoot come out like was it early this year?
Yes, and if I remember correctly, it was like slightly above average.
Yes, but it also made all the memes. So that's what we're gonna go with now.
Welcome to meme news.
But and then we had something that happened before that, which was Parappa the Rapper.
It just had like we had Parappa the Rapper.
Close enough.
But yeah, that one just had like it only remastered like one game, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I actually took it to 3.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, I don't think Spyro was really that big of a game, though, was it?
No,
I think he was.
no, no.
We got a yes and we got a no. Raz, break this tie.
It was kind of popular with the younger people.
Close enough.
That did not help whatsoever.
Wait, does that sound? Is that the sound of Eddie not respecting women?
I stopped
think it was.
respecting women ever since
Oh.
April started. It's Friday the 13th. I can't be told shit
Ooh,
now. That's it.
spooky.
I am a renegade.
He's gone
He's
rogue.
running away with this podcast.
Remember, not a part of your establishment.
Hey, this is true.
He did say that at the beginning.
He did.
Can't
I respect it.
I'd like his respect for women.
And this is why you are the 13th villain in the Kingdom Hearts series.
Why I have to be the 13th one? Why would you say that on Friday the 13th? Why would you do that?
It's because he's black, isn't
You
it?
did this shit on purpose. didn't you? Like, I knew something was up because you asked me about the podcast out of nowhere. It's like, hey, man, you down for Friday? Yeah. What's going on? Yeah, we're going to be talking about these things, man. I'm really excited. Like, why are you excited? Jazz doesn't get excited. Yeah, he giggles a lot, but he doesn't get excited about things. He's typically a mellow person like I am. And I look at the date.
Clearly, you will see that I never get excited at anything, especially on my YouTube at Cosmic Jazz. Plug, yeah! But,
That's good.
He's chilling.
No, fuck y'all. That was great.
No, it's actually kind of funny because when I actually asked you about Friday, it
Uh-huh.
didn't occur to me that it was Friday the 13th until the day before. It was just like,
I think that happened for a lot of people.
Dude, even Lee's having a great day, too.
Friday the what?
Friday the 13th, he's been having a spectacular day.
But,
Maybe it's just like one of those off days.
it's the opposite day as well. But,
Okay, so yeah, we were talking about Spyro, I believe.
which just goes to show you it was not that popular. So there we go. No, but no,
you can't turn back the results now.
Oh well, I tried, guys. I tried, but there's supposed to be the trilogy coming back for PS4, and I didn't hear anything about Xbox. So another L. But I'm actually not too big on Spyro. I was kind of surprised they remix. What remix? Well, they make technically this is a remix, but
Well, get hype.
A remaster.
yeah, but what do y'all feel about it? Because honestly, I'm just like, eh.
While I don't care personally, Like, oh, they remastered another game to get that to get,
Let me
get
surprise after that vote.
those classic nostalgia views, those nostalgia buys, and all that. I'm like whatever to that. But what I am cool with is that they're putting it on systems that it wasn't on before.
That actually is pretty good. Actually,
I can appreciate that.
What were you gonna say?
I mean, because I was gonna say that it's just like I'm not super excited for it, but that's because I rarely buy remasters unless I feel like they're worth it. Because I still have the original CDs in my fucking room, so I've got no real reason to want to get them. And you might be like, oh, but it's updated graphics, and I was like, yeah, but it's updated, so what?
Word.
So it's just I can see people wanting to get it because of nostalgia and all that shit. And to be honest, I'd be like, whatever reasons people had for wanting to get Crash Bandicoot remastered, you could say the same thing about Spyro. To be honest, I didn't even play any of the Crash Bandicoot games. So when they said we're remastering them, I was just like, hey, I don't care.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of makes you wonder is it going to be as big as Crash was? Because on YouTube, everybody was playing that Crash Bandicoot.
The answer to that question will be no.
Probably not, if I'm honest. I don't even know why the hell people were all that excited about Crash?
Because it's just like Dark Souls. No, like legit.
You
People
get
are
that shit outta
comparing it. People are legit comparing it to Dark Souls. I'm not
Play a
kidding.
Nintendo game and then tell me it's like Dark Souls, motherfuckers.
I'm not kidding. They were literally saying it's just like Dark Souls.
They're also saying that about Cuphead. What the fuck?
It's just like Dark Souls.
What Dark Souls?
Well,
All Dark Souls.
I'll say this. I'll add this onto it. You want to know why I don't think Crash? You know why I don't think Spyro will be as good as Crash?
You were talking about Crash.
I know. I messed up my words because I'm not good at those things.
What are words?
Spyro won't be as big as Crash is because Crash did wonders for the furry culture.
This is true.
Yikes.
I didn't. I expected laughter, not disgust.
Hey man, some people
You say
want to dress
furry,
up
I
as
say
a purple
ew.
dragon. It's a thing. I don't judge. I just stay 50 feet away from them at all times.
I think that's judging.
That's why I haven't.
Hey, you make your words, I make mine.
You know what? You right. You right, player. You right.
I mean, like, because I know that they were both big franchises in their time, and like, back in the day, everyone wanted like a Crash Spyro crossover, and technically they got one, but I also don't remember hearing it doing all that well.
That's because gamers don't know what they want.
No, they really don't.
Once they get it, they start complaining.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
How come it wasn't like my exact version in my head?
It's like we want everything to be different. All right, so here's something different. No, but it's like not the same. Oh my God.
Make up your mind, you fox!
I'm so conflicted.
No, you really you shouldn't, but you are. You're stupid.
Yeah, things get a little crazy. But no. Crash brought something that other games didn't bring.
More furry jokes, Eddie? For shame.
No, not more furry jokes.
You went there.
No. I was gonna say like it brought a certain type of like it was different, you know.
I'll say this.
Like Spyro was this noble ass dragon, whereas Crash is just like, yo, I'm an insane bastard, and
I don't remember him
I'm
being
gonna
all
go
that noble.
apeshit. Say what?
I don't remember him being all that noble.
Didn't he try to save somebody
Spyro?
in his games?
Yeah, I remember in the first one he did try to save his dragons, and the other one he was just trying to go on vacation.
In the second one, he was
That's
trying to
the
go
most
on
noble.
vacation.
Well,
Okay,
that's
so
the noble pursuit.
like, so what? He ended up being a hero trying to go on vacation or some shit.
In the second one,
That's like the perfect story to any retail employee. Like local hero born off of just trying to go on vacation.
All the people that play it at Walmart cry.
It's like somewhere you just see Walmart employees just lose their mind. Oh my
You
god!
have to get this!
Game beats Call of Duty sales.
It definitely would be Call of Duty sales. Let's be real here.
I mean, at
I'll
this
say
point,
this. I do also feel like if there is a reason why there was a decline in Spyro, it would have to be because of the second trilogy. I know that like there were like some fuck ups in that part of the franchise too.
Word.
They didn't know how to let things die.
No,
Pretty
but
much.
then again,
But then
people
again,
also wanted,
when things die, that means their money trains die, and we can't have that.
But I mean, like, to be fair, like Crash also did have some major fuck ups after the trilogy too.
Yep.
That's because they tried to add story to that, and it didn't work.
And kart racing.
They should have just. No, I'd say Crash Team Racing wasn't a bad project. It just wasn't the best.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't bad. It just wasn't good. It's just like, I
And-
mean, it's kind of like how
think
how
also
the Persona
undersold.
fan base feels about like Ultimax and shit. Like, I mean, it's all right, but this isn't what we wanted. We wanted more Persona games.
Mm-hmm.
You're greedy.
And now we got a non-canon fighting game that takes place in the middle of spring break or Golden Week. No, it's Golden Week.
As I said, wasn't it Golden Week?
I was trying to
That's
think
like
of it.
Japanese spring break.
I think so.
It might as well be. But
No, but I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens in regards to Spyro. But like, let's face it, it's Activision, so even if it's not successful, they're gonna keep pimping it out.
Mm-hmm. But enough about Spyro, man. Let's talk about the game of the year. Shaq Fu. I'm calling it right now.
Shaq Fu ain't gonna be no goddamn game. Sit down, man. Be humble.
No, man, because it's Shaq Diesel, man. The Shaq, the one that can rap and all this other shit. I didn't even mean to rhyme there, but
Shaq even wrestled. Like
nobody remembers that.
I remember it. I'm a wrestling fan. Fuck all of y'all.
I was gonna say I was gonna mention that he was a genie before I mentioned wrestling.
Exactly.
He totally was a genius before he got into wrestling. Yes, he did.
And then he was a superhero, and we don't want to remember that, but we do.
But
right.
Jazz,
Right.
he was a superhero and he was with Shaft.
Oh, geez, that was right.
Just to make it all the more depressing.
Damn, he really needs a W right now. But no, we got a release date for it. After like years upon literally years of saying, hey, this game's coming out at some point. But I saw some gameplay of it, and I had like mixed feelings when I first saw the trailer, because like they have this animation style of like the 2D kind of anime kind of thing going, and I literally thought to myself, oh, is this what the game's gonna be like? Because this actually looks kind of cool. And then they go to the 3D imagery. It's like, oh god, why? But as they just released a 30 minutes of gameplay for it, and it's super self-aware of what it is, and I think a lot of people are actually loving that to the point where they're actually going to buy it just because of how self-aware it is. Like I was telling Mrmoopsy earlier, Eddie, that there's literally a line of somebody Asian calling Shaq burnt rice.
Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? If that's what it takes for them to succeed,
Yeah, burnt rice all the way.
Burnt rice all the way.
Rated T for teen.
Name that the episode.
Episode burnt rice. Let's not.
We'll get in trouble.
I'd rather keep my channel. Just saying.
or if it's gonna go down, I don't want to go down like that, man. Burnt rice, like I can go out better than that, man.
Not like a punk ass.
Yeah, look at
Ain't that a bitch?
Like we all want to go out like trying to body Logan Paul or some shit, man. We don't gonna go out like burnt rice. Like, oh, that's significantly worse.
Terms of service, Teddy.
Terms of service. I'm not streaming this one. I'm purely recording this one. I thought about like getting the stream ready and everything. Man, I ain't gonna stream it this time.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like at this point, I was kind of wondering, because with Shaq Fu actually being a thing, despite everybody's saying no, I was wondering what games in our childhood we probably want to come back. So
come, goddammit.
SOCOM would be interesting, especially if they do like the mic thing again. That would be you like perfect the whole mic thing of like saying to your AI people, "Hey, go there" or something like that. That'd be pretty cool.
Special commands. If I get special reactions.
That would be a pretty cool concept if they actually don't fuck it up. Who did?
They
SOCOM?
would have like the one chance.
Like who made SOCOM? I can't remember.
Zipper Interactive. Then another team tried to work on it. They didn't do too hot. Then Zipper tried to come back and make SOCOM 4. They tried to make SOCOM 4 be a Call of Duty killer.
Ooh.
It got killed instead.
Yep.
It got killed instead. Like not even the veterans liked it. Yeah, it was a bad time.
Word.
They're gonna have a bad time.
What about you, Raz? You're the youngest one here. What do you want to come back?
Funnily enough, if I had to guess, honestly, I know it's gonna be like, oh no, why is he explaining for her?
I know, right? Respect women, damn it.
You talking about me not respecting women. Oh my god.
Well, no, because one thing I was gonna say though is just like I think honestly, Raz should actually try out Parappa the Rapper.
No, because it's a music game.
Yeah,
I've heard of that. Oh my.
It is basically like a rhythm music game, and it's got like some, from what I hear, it's got some like decent music and stuff. So it's like, since you're mostly like a music person, I figure like, you should give it a shot, because I imagine you would actually like it.
I've heard of that. I'm gonna look it up right now.
There's a remaster for PS4, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do it, nerd.
What about you, Moopsy, as she's looking that up?
While she's distracted.
Get her while she's distracted.
I said I never get distracted.
Look down at your shoes.
Damn. There's me mug.
Cool.
I noticed I have feet.
How long have that been there?
Honestly, for me, I can't really say, because on the one hand, like, two of my favorite games are like way old school that I would want like remastered.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, I would kind of just say like, why? Because on the one hand, one of them is actually being remastered right now, which is fucking Final Fantasy VII.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, they're not gonna make the version that I want them to make. So, meh.
What version do you want them to make?
Honestly, almost like no changes.
Oh, geez, that's never gonna happen.
Well, no, yeah, that's why I'm saying. That's why my reaction was just like, meh. Like, I'll play the one that like, I'll try out the new one for sure. But like,
You just want to be the exact same way, except you don't want Tifa's tits to be triangles anymore, do you? That's what you want. All right, okay, just man.
I can respect that. But
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying don't bullshit me, son.
Like, that is a part of it. I won't lie, but I do like all the story and like all the other reasons I can give you.
It's a story.
I'm not saying it's not a factor.
2 balls.
But like, there's also Mario 3, but I can also just play the original. There's nothing that I would really want the plus I have access to it in multiple ways, so if there is a game that I would want them to remaster, honestly I don't have one, because for the most part I have like the games that I want, like in the original version, so I'm content.
It's fair enough. I guess
I'm off.
We're good.
Oh, you know what? The rest of the Yakuza series, I want that shit remastered, son.
Aren't they somewhat doing that already?
They're doing that. Like it's being done.
Yeah, Yakuza, so you're covered there.
Yakuza Kiwami 2 comes out later this year.
I thought it was already out.
You're thinking about Yakuza Kiwami 1, homie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know the Japanese word for Kiwami, but I'm assuming it's remastered.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Moving on.
But yeah, that's what I want. Like, there's no other game that I want remastered besides SOCOM and Yakuza.
Oh yeah, for those who really do want to know what Kiwami means, it means extreme. But
Word? Extreme.
Yeah, it does mean extreme.
Wow.
So it's in the 90s.
Thanks, Jazz.
No problem. Jeez, I don't know why like my back just like broke.
He's just explaining again.
But no, I guess for me personally, it would probably be like my number one. Well, my top 3 always get changed over time, but it's probably like my number 1 at this moment, which is Jade Empire.
Jade Empire. I remember the fanboying that you did when you streamed that, man.
Oh my god, yeah. Although
you weren't even there.
Yeah, I was.
You were maybe there for like 5 seconds.
5 seconds more than you originally believe I was.
No, except your memory sucks. So
Don't use facts against me.
What are you gonna do about that? Holy shit!
I can't remember what he said.
Exactly. Yeah, that would be my game. I just want that to come back. It is a remastered form, and not only like on Xbox or anything, because I'm not getting another Xbox.
What happened to the first Xbox you had?
It died.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Xbox One.
Oh man, this is gonna be like an Xbox L stream.
Well, I mean, they do it to themselves.
Partially, yeah. I mean, like if you see
That
what
it was already one of the subjects, so it's like now we're just adding on to it. Just like an L. So, yeah.
it's not my fault that they can't learn from their mistakes.
I mean, at this point, they're just like trying to step on logos the entire time. Like, they can change the stuff, but they're not changing it.
I thought you were gonna say like they're gonna trying to step on Logan, like Logan Paul.
I mean, I wish. But no, that would be my remastered. So I guess we got our remasters out of the way. On to the next one.
On to the next one, ladies and gentlemen.
The next one.
And for this next one, keep in mind, our viewers, this is going to get a little heavy. Because we are talking about people dying for the next two things. So, viewer discretion
and, like,
advised.
The body's hitting the floor.
But as I saw this kind of thing coming, I'm not going to lie, at this point, which was the YouTube shooting that happened with the crazy bitch.
I heard not that many people got hurt from that.
Which is great.
I mean, it's still an unfortunate event, but it's like...
I know it was like under 5.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's like not even, like just a handful of people even just got hurt. Like, I don't even think anyone died. I don't
believe so. No, I thought it was like 2 people got hurt, nobody died.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the girl being...
shot.
What's that?
She is an awful shot.
Well, I mean, that's probably for the best.
She needs to play more FPS if she wants to get good.
Oh, clearly.
The establishment.
If Rast were to go crazy on us right now, she'd be able to take out every one of us. She's playing Destiny 2 right now.
I freaking saw someone mention this to Crucible, and I freaking start screaming.
About Destiny 2?
Yeah.
Or about being in the Crucible, because I'd scream if I was in the Crucible as well. I've been to the Crucible.
Like the play?
No. Destiny 2's PvP area, son. Where you
It's called the Crucible.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention!
God damn it.
It's the, you know what the sad thing is? I don't even play Destiny, and like out of all of y'all, and I knew what they were saying.
I haven't played it in ages.
Sad days. But no, I mean, this kind of stuff, I think, is probably not going to be the last time you're going to hear about this kind of stuff for YouTube. Nope. Especially with the content creator backlash that happened back when they did the new rules.
Hold up. I gotta cut you off there. The incident at YouTube headquarters was a domestic thing. It wasn't somebody just like, my revenue's half. Like it wasn't nothing like that.
That's what they say it was.
Really? No, yeah. It was a domestic dispute.
Yeah, like the Nassim, however the fuck you say her name, hers.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, they said it was like because of the people saying that they were blocking her shit and whatnot.
I can't help but feel like somebody's trying to spin some shit there.
I mean, they could be
because one whole time that I saw stuff on that, I saw like it was like, yeah, a woman and her boyfriend was just like, yo, square up, nigga, I'm tired of you. But they did it at YouTube headquarters.
Yeah, no, because like basically what the thing they're saying is that, and honestly, police actually saw her before it even happened, where she was like asleep in the car near the headquarters, and she had the gun in there at the time, just ready to go to YouTube headquarters.
Whoa. Like in her hand?
Not in her hand, but it was in her car. If they knew, they would have got her, but it was like she wasn't that far from the YouTube headquarters to begin with.
Right, like she must have just lived nearby or something. But yeah, but you can't make. Lee said something about this. Like you can't have it be like a public place. You can't. So like, yeah, it's right here, guys. You never know what could go down. You never know what crazy people could do.
I mean, honestly, it's easier to find things than you might think.
Yeah, but like having it be in a public place, like is it in Cali somewhere?
Let me check. Because it is, from what I understand, it was in a pretty public place, like a main campus in Cali.
Okay, it was in Cali.
Yeah, so it was probably in a pretty mainstay place in California, especially in California where everything's kind of known there, because it's all famous and shit.
Yep.
If that's true, how come I'm not famous?
You're not
even
from Cali.
live in California?
I live in California.
Well, then that's your fault.
Like you
That's
need to
your
work
ass.
harder. Sounds like you need to get it together, son.
Well, I won't.
Then why do you expect to be famous?
You can't treat getting famous like a Kardashian. You just sit there and take something up the butt, and next thing you know, you're famous. I mean, unless that's your prerogative, to which I say this doesn't change our friendship.
You're still my boy.
No.
We're just gonna be
I was just gonna
much
go
further
suicide
away
for
now.
I'm just thinking, it's just yeah, I suck a dick for fame. Yeah.
I won't even get up off my seat just for fucking fame.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it for fame. I'd do it for money.
Now we're talking. No.
Now we're talking. But yes, this is what I wanted to hear. All the years leading up to this moment right here. Yeah, I took a dick for money.
I got it on camera.
Come on, man. Daddy needs a new capture card. I bought throat spray and everything. It's gonna be fine.
Is that a thing?
It is a thing.
Yeah. No, that's solely.
Bad thing is, the first time I saw that was at Spencer's. I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" That place is gross.
Go there with a black light.
I would be afraid. I would be terrified.
They'd have to pay me more.
Really?
Pay me to go into Spencer's.
I'm in here, pay me.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like, that's fucking, like, the YouTube generation where it's just, like, they only really do care about fame, you know?
Oh, and they don't care how they get it.
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
absolutely.
No, they really don't.
At Tide Pod Challenge.
That's the
example.
funny thing though is like fucking Eddie, because you were like joking about like fucking like, oh, I'll suck a dick for fame, and it's just like those motherfuckers really would do that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like no shame, man, no shame.
Some of those little shits have the nerve to want to talk about our generation.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, yeah, we ate cinnamon for the internet. You're eating Tide Pods.
Neither of those is ideal.
Please sit down and be. We won't die from eating cinnamon.
You would if
We'll
you
get fucked up.
ingested wrong.
Jazz, I'm trying to make a point. Why are you doing it?
I know, right?
For the views, man.
What's that YouTube drama?
God damn it, everything is for the views.
You're part of that generation, aren't you, Jeff?
No.
Jazz,
I'm older than Eddie. I'm almost your age.
Technically.
Say, was my generation just like that? I don't know. You're kind of close there too. No. Oh yeah. And speaking of internet being stupid, did y'all hear about the Maximilian thing?
What?
Nope.
About him being like threatened after the video?
Oh, you're talking about the Marvel thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that, but like, I mean, of course,
Why?
fucking. Because basically, Marvel, Max still likes Marvel Infinite, and then, like, of course, the internet being the stupid, retarded ass place it is, people were just like, you can't have an opinion of liking Marvel. We're gonna send you death threats.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Damn,
legit
all this
threats.
for liking Marvel? Shit.
I know, it's just like, okay, fine, you don't have to like it and everything like that. Like, I think it's an okay Marvel and everything, but, like, people are just like, no, you're Maximilian, you have to like what we like or whatever. So it's just like, they were sending him death threats because he likes Marvel Infinite.
Mm-hmm. It's like he was fucked either way. That's the worst part about it. Because he could say, "Oh, I don't like Marvel Infinite." He probably still would have got death threats.
bitch, you're fucking Maximilian, nigga. Marvel made you, nigga.
Exactly, pretty much.
Yeah, like, shit like that.
No win for that guy, really.
Yeah.
You know, like he legit had to
but
call
to
cops.
give someone, to give someone send someone a death threat just because, like, man, I like this game.
Yeah. It's not good.
Like, fucking, imagine if, like, Jazz got fucking death threats because he liked Jade Empire.
Well, see, it's like, it's funny, because remember, I told you, this happened to my sister about, like, some makeup shit. Like, she had, talked about how she liked certain makeups over the others, and someone literally sent her a death threat saying, shut off your YouTube channel or some shit. And I was just like, oh, okay.
I remember that you also told me that, like, you stopped doing your top 5 because you were getting some threats too.
I did get a threat. Like, I legit got a threat. And it was actually on my Twitter account. Like, direct message threat.
Jesus Christ, what is wrong with people?
It's the internet anonymity, man, you know? Because, like, fucking, of course, like, the motherfucker, like, probably doesn't even go down, like, his fucking street, but he's just like, I can threaten this guy on the internet because he doesn't know me.
I mean, that's cool and all, but before we get into that, wait, Jazz, your sister has a YouTube channel?
She does.
What is it? I want to send her a comment and I'll call her a nerd.
Please don't.
It was Eddie that did it, wasn't it?
She probably will come and say, this person just called me a nerd. It was Eddie, wasn't it? God damn it.
Yo, it's like some asshole on the internet with an anime character as his profile picture. He's called a nerd. What do I do? So like what was the name of it? I think it was Baker or something like that. Oh, I know that guy. He's one of my best friends. What?
Don't take it too seriously.
You're friends with that nerd?
He's like, no, that's her channel right there. But
okay, cool.
Like,
he's gonna stalk her now.
Oh, jeez, please don't.
Told you, man, I'm not streaming this, so nobody knows what's going on right now. This is not a thing.
I know, I can still joke though.
Look, man, so long as I can still call her a nerd, man, everything's good.
No, she's goofy like me. She'll probably laugh at it.
I hope she can go through a commentary without giggling, because I know you're struggling right now.
Oh no, she's like, in that aspect, she's very different from me.
She's getting called a nerd right now.
She'd probably slap a person if somebody called her that face. No, but no, that's another. Like, I literally thought about doing another top 5 for Soul Calibur, like top 5 beginner characters, and like with that kind of stuff, it makes me think maybe not. Like
probably not. Like, yo.
And like, is it worth going to jail just because someone disagreed with you on the internet, and someone who, I mean, I'll just fucking flat out say it, we're not all that famous.
Yeah.
So it's just like, is it really worth like going to jail? It's just like, yeah, this is my belief. What's your belief? Oh, this guy set this top 5 list, and he didn't include, or he did include something I didn't want to hear. That's it. Well, that's how he's gonna get gang raped in prison.
Basically, it's just like, that's just so stupid. And I actually enjoy doing those too, so it's just like, well,
if you enjoy doing it, then fuck them.
Yeah.
I mean, I still might. I'm not gonna lie, because it's one of those, like, you know what? Come at me. I'm ready to beat somebody's ass at this point.
I mean, I don't have this down verbatim, but I can almost swear it's just like, you even said in the video, it's just like, I don't know, man. Some of you guys probably won't agree with me on this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He says that in the videos. He puts that on like the descriptions. He does all that shit, but it's just like everyone just manages to somehow ignore it or forget it.
Why would I read that? He said that my waifu is trash. He has to die.
Exactly. Like,
I mean, like, hell, they've got as bad as memories I do.
like he stepped on my honor as a man for liking waifus. He has to die.
You crossed the line for the last time. What the fuck? I don't even know you.
that was the end of it.
Yeah, YouTube is crazy. Internet's crazy. Just no.
At one point, it's gonna have to be like fucking. To sign up for the internet, you also need to provide a blood sample so that they can fucking track you.
I would not be shocked because Google tries to do a lot of shit.
Speaking of blood in Google,
Boom! Segue. We have the Google car story where the car, it was a self-driving car, and it ended up like running over somebody because it didn't stop at a light or something. Raz, would you like to go further into it?
Well, you see, you know how recently, I don't even know how long ago it was, but like, you know how they were like test driving it or whatever, and then, oh, whoop-de-doo, someone died, what a shocker. And so they were
people
freaking
die?
out. Well, like, self-driving. But, you know, I just found it was like one of the dumbest ideas I've ever heard of in my life. It's like, people already can't drive. Most people, like, you know, around here get their license from like a cereal box. So like having someone who's drunk in a car that's not even driving, and what if the thing malfunctions, man?
That was weird.
Which cereal boxes? I'm asking for a friend.
I think it's like Cocoa Pebbles.
I gotta make a trip to the store. I'll be right back.
Oh, right. Make sure to bring back some Oreo O's too. I need that.
Dude, if I buy Oreo O's, they're not even getting out of the car.
Like, honestly, the mere thought of a self-driving car is something I don't fucks with. Because
Well, go ahead.
Well, mainly because technology, Skynet, and all that other shit. But also because, like, anything that's, like, technology-based like that, in my opinion, this is weird jazz coming out right now, but anything that comes out like that can be hacked. And all it takes is one fucker to be like, hey, I want to hack this guy's car. And the next thing you know...
It turns into a bad 90s movie.
Exactly. It's like, I don't fucks with that.
I mean, it's pretty much like your reasons are basically like the same as mine. It's just like, first of all, robot uprisings, sentient AI, and all that shit, fucking Skynet. Mm-hmm. But also the other reason why is just like fucking. I think it's a bad idea because like humans who are supposed to be like some of the, like we're at least for the most part like the smartest creatures on the planet, for the most part.
Oh, jeez.
And it's just like, if we can't fucking get our car shit together, how are we supposed to get the machines to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Especially when we're the ones programming the goddamn machines.
Mm-hmm. Like, I fucking live in Nashville. We have a wreck every day. And it's like normal. Like, I don't trust a self-driving car to be like, oh, I'm gonna fix that.
Yeah. Like the people here, they were probably like freaking.
Have they learned nothing from the RoboCop movies?
Clearly
No.
not.
You know why? Because they probably saw the reboot.
Well, yeah, that would change their opinion. Samuel L. Jackson is compelling.
Samuel L.
You need to
Jackson's
watch the original.
full of great things.
Especially when he yells them at you.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, Roz, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say, like, I just think it's not very smart in the sense that, you know, as well, technology has like glitches and stuff like that too.
It's
So
not very
it's like
smart car.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, someone already like died, you know, because they put trust too much in machines and all that. We can't even trust ourselves, which program the machines.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we have a thing called human error. So, who says, you know, there might be like a terrorist that's going to work in like one of those factories, decides they want to program every freaking car to kamikaze, and, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whole other thing.
They plant a car full of explosives and then Morse code Allahu Akbar before it explodes.
Exactly. That's like, I didn't even think about that. Jeez, that could be 10 times worse.
Great, Jess is never leaving his house now.
Damn, I can't even go to work now.
And it's all made by by Google.
You fucking peek out your window looking at your car. I'm on to you.
I see that shit. Smirking, laughing, mechanically.
You're really into Skynet, aren't you?
Just standing there, menacingly.
No, I see. Like I'm trying to do like a positive spin on this one, but like you literally brought that up. It's like, nope, fuck it, I'm done.
Jess is like, permit me to change my pants.
Now I see what they're trying to do. It's just like not ready yet.
Exactly.
Someone died. Clearly, clearly there's some work that still needs to be done.
And they're trying to like pass it as soon as possible, like Google does.
Ignore the fact that someone died because we can't program shit.
Exactly.
That's good old Google.
Like you brought up smart cars. My mom has a smart car, and it still doesn't even Bluetooth her phone right. So if it can even do that, how can I expect it to actually drive somewhere?
The future.
The future, where everything's broken. You want a working car? Fuck that shit.
Like the only positive is that like if this is the future, then this Skynet will be easy to beat because we know it's gonna be shit.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's the one positive thing. Good job.
I did something. Did you want to talk about like the Kansas produced loss thing?
Yes. Which is one thing I'm so glad this is happening. And it's so stupid that it took this long. But the Kansas is producing the law so that like if somebody actually swats you on like Twitch or something like that, they can literally go to jail for life. It literally counts as like almost first degree murder.
I am glad for that, honestly.
Like I like it, but I hate that it took this long and that they're the only ones doing it right now.
Well, like, so everyone's up to speed. You know what swatting is, right, Rez?
Nope.
Okay, because basically, say, I'll give you an example. Say like you and I are watching a Lieutenant Eddie stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, like, SWAT guys, like, break into his house. And they're just like, put your hands up and doing the whole fucking thing. That is basically what we call swatting. Someone called the SWAT team on Eddie's house, and like fucking they show it all on air and shit, and it's considered as a prank from some asshole.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
And like recently, somebody just died from that as well.
How'd they die?
Literally the
SWAT
guy
team came and shot
well,
him.
yeah, SWAT. It literally that. But like what happened is that the guy was playing, I don't know, some game, some shooter, and he was like getting mad. And then like as soon as the cop came over and busted the door, he thought that the guy had something in his hand to shoot him when he turned around. So he ended up shooting him first.
Hooray for police.
I mean, in that instance, you only have an instance to react, and they don't know that it's swatting. So
right.
It's one of those double-edged swords things.
They come over to the place like under the precondition is just like, yo, shit's finna get real.
Exactly.
So,
like if you got the SWAT team there, it's going down.
On them before they get real on us.
Exactly. Like it goes up from police. If it's going above police pay grade, it's shit going down.
Yeah. But like, yeah. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll obviously hear about like the first instance of like fucking someone getting caught for swatting like within 2 months.
Probably, because people are stupid.
Yep. But sometimes you gotta fucking rein them in like fucking cattle.
But I just want to say, like, I love that this is a thing now, that they've actually passed these laws. It's just, why did it fucking take so long?
Because old people don't play video games.
Fair enough, I guess, because of the Oscars. But that's it for that one. And we move on to Microsoft taking more L's. No, we're going to talk about Sea of Thieves.
Did you just... Wow.
We're moving on for that, okay?
He's taking pride in those losses.
No, that's not it. Did you seriously just do air horns? You did vocal air horns just now.
Where have you been like the last 3 podcasts?
I've done that before. I have.
He has.
He has?
I have.
Yeah.
This is like, why is it a thing now?
I'm wondering.
Wait a minute. Why are you doing vocal air horns now?
Like, Eddie, I
up,
can
bro?
remember he did vocal air horns. Think about that.
He has a point, actually.
Yeah, your memory is ass. My memory is ass too regarding that.
Not as ass as mine.
Yeah, whatever.
Ass.
We can talk about eating ass later. Right now, come on. What's the next subject?
Let's go back to Sea of Thieves sucking ass.
Yeah, that ass got hacked. But yeah.
Oh, dude, so many things happened to that ass.
Oh yeah, it's so many things. For the fact that people already beat the game like 2 days in, and it wasn't even that hard. And then when people beat it, they realized that there was no content like another game that we know and love so dearly, No Man's Sky.
Destiny.
And Destiny. No, I would say No Man's Sky is the better comparison, though.
I mean, probably, but I haven't played No Man's Sky either, so.
This is true. Just imagine
Like,
No Man's Sea.
In space.
Exactly.
But it's like, because I remember people were losing their shit when No Man's Sky was announced and everything. And I was just like, what is it? And they're just like, it's gonna revolutionize gaming. But what is it? It's gonna be the next big thing. Fuck it, I'm out.
Pretty much. But no, it's literally No Man's Sky all over again. And they're saying that they're going to update it over time. Exactly.
All right,
like No Man's Sky. And people are already upset because at first people couldn't even get into the game. Like the first 8 hours, no one could really get into the game. And then after, I want to say like a couple more hours after that, only half of the people get into the game, and then they kick those people out to do some more stuff. So there was already bad stuff around that, and then about a week later, somebody hacked the game to look at some of the new stuff that was coming. You know, like hey, they do for Dragon Ball FighterZ DLC and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And there was literally nothing. Like nothing in there.
Like the people that are making it are just like, we've got tons of stuff coming down the pipeline. The guy checks out the files and it's just like, there's nothing here. I've seen more crickets.
Exactly. So yeah, Sea of Thieves. Don't buy it. But
I'm pretty sure they already did that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I tried, guys. I tried. But
I shit the bed on that.
Yeah.
But no, it's kind of interesting how a game like this, which I wasn't even interested in the first place, but it was getting hyped up similar to No Man's Sky for some people. Be like, this will be the game to change Xbox's win streak and all this other shit. And it didn't. So I'm kind of wondering what they're going to be, Microsoft needs to be doing, well, not need to be doing, what they're going to try to do to get the W finally.
I mean, for one thing, to recoup some losses, they might actually just end up making another season of Killer Instinct.
Yeah, but it's been so long since the last one.
Exactly, nostalgia.
Jeez.
But no, I don't know, cause like clearly they still have the money, but like what was it? The Xbox One S is nothing but like an upgraded Xbox.
Oh, you mean Scorpio? Not
No,
Scorpio,
yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
One S, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
The Xbox One X.
Yeah, X.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, yeah, I said S. Yeah, Jess was right. But yeah, because it's just like that one was supposed to be another game changer, but it's just like fucking people were probably thinking like I imagine people like weren't getting it because it's just like we're still right in the middle of like this fucking generation. You guys are trying to move on ahead, and you haven't released any fucking good games at all.
It's just been empty promises.
Basically, it's empty promises and selling them hardware that they don't need.
But Mrmoopsy, TV
In your living room,
man. It's revolutionary, man.
You know how I can watch my TV, Jess? With a TV. I don't need an Xbox for that.
But it's the Xbox One X. with TV.
Someone change the channel.
And not only that, but we have Call of Duty and a dog.
It's like, doesn't PlayStation also have that?
Xbox
The public
One
must
X,
never know.
buy it.
Excuse me. We can't allow you to constantly say the S word here. Well, you mean shit? No, Sony. Calm down with that.
That's the worst curse word you can say.
What about PlayStation? Ah!
My eyes!
You start seeing like sores coming out of their bodies.
Start foaming at the mouth every time you mention anything Japan related.
Hey, you check that
Anime.
new God of War? Oh, my stomach! No,
Well, I guess let's ask that. What do you think that they should do to get a W?
for one thing, stop just making an empty promise and actually make the damn game.
Come on, Jess, be realistic.
Okay, then.
They gotta get more consumer friendly, man.
That too.
They're not consumer friendly at all. Like,
Because I mean, like, I feel like we can say that like the exact same thing we just said. It's like they're selling fucking like expensive ass hardware for shit that you don't need instead of like promising on games.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and like it doesn't. Another L that Microsoft has just made, and it didn't even involve them saying anything. That's because Sony people are talking to, hey, Sony developers, what's the haps on that PlayStation 5? Man, go buy a PS4 Pro, man. No way. Like,
We're busy talking to Kojima, who's making games.
I know, right?
they're like we're not concerned. We're not worried about that right now. Just it ain't gonna be here for a very long time. Just enjoy games. Go away, please.
Basically.
Essentially, that's what it was. I'm pretty sure they didn't say that at all, but it's just like, look,
In
look,
spirit.
we're talking about it. It's not going to be here for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So have fun with that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it's like they actually got to get like some better, because like let's face it, they were the ones that did kind of start off with like the whole console exclusive game again.
Mm-hmm.
When they were like announcing the Xbone, because they were just like, oh, check it out, guys, we're gonna have games that you can only get on Xbox, and then
they fucked that up.
Like, yeah, because it's like, oh, by the way, you can't fucking play used games. What?
Oh, I wasn't even talking about that. It was the fact that now we're doing things on Xbone and PC. Ooh, so why should I need an Xbone?
Because television. God damn it.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, they didn't. They're not doing themselves any favors right now.
Like, honestly, it is just that they gotta focus on like fucking. If anything else, go back to probably like getting some decent games running on the goddamn platform.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they got so caught up during the PS360 era. They got so caught up, and it's just like, yo, with the fucking shit. Sony's a bitch and all that other shit.
And like, here's the thing. Because I would say that like one thing that I did want Xbox that Xbox did that I wanted Sony to do was some of the backwards compatibility that Xbox did. Because if I remember correctly, they did have like they did say, you know, it reads the disc, finds out what game you've got, and then we basically like give it to you for free.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that was like I was thinking to myself, if PlayStation did that, that'd be like I'd sell my fucking PS3 right now.
Good point. But what they're really trying to do is push PlayStation Now.
That fucktard thing.
Yeah.
It's a fucktard thing at right now. But if they handle it right, they got something pretty solid on their hands.
I mean, they could, but like fucking first, it's just like another Netflix subscription, you know? It's just like you pay for like a monthly subscription for a bunch of old games, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'm at an advantage because I have a bunch of these PlayStation 3 games that I can still fucking play, and with my PlayStation 3, which I fucking didn't sell, and I'm not fucking being charged for shit.
Yeah, like another problem, like to bring it further for Mrmoopsy's point, literally everything's going to streaming. So now we have all these extra things that we're paying for now on top of like what else that we want to get. So like he said, we have Netflix, we have Hulu. For some of us, there's Amazon because of their shows and whatnot. We have other things.
I gotta cut you off right there, dude. Amazon Prime just made all of the seasons of Rick and Morty for $10.
See, there you go. There's another thing that people will probably want to get. So
I bought it.
It's like we have all this extra stuff that we've added on top of our bills, and now you're adding PlayStation, the PS Now, which is $20, mind you. It's not like a normal Netflix subscription of like $7.99 or something. It's $20 a month.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not cheap. It's totally not worth it.
Mm-hmm. And like not their selection, it has been growing over time. I'll give it that, but it's still not to the point where it should be, even regardless of the price. So it's one of those like why.
And not only that, but PlayStation is like really trying to fucking push for like the streaming stuff. The problem with that though is that like with their streaming servers, like they're actually pretty garbage. You know, one of the things about it was like, you know, what was it, the share play function?
Yeah, it's still not working.
Yeah, nobody uses that because like the fucking connections are shit. I only used it once, playing with Trey, playing Injustice 2. And like the connection was so bad that we were just like the reason we were having any fun is because we couldn't take these fights seriously at all.
You're right.
And I told you my thing with PS Now and how it was funky. And I've had connections with you. We have great fights in our connection, so you know my connection is good. So if I'm still having problems with that.
like we've played like some fighting games and shit where it's just like our connections are fine even if the game's netcode was like average at best. Yeah, say what like our connections were still pretty damn good, and you live like on the other half of the country, and fucking it's just and like their servers they want us to use their services to fucking play video games, and it's just like absolute shit, man.
That's just the problem with PS Now for me, though.
Yeah, it ain't perfect.
But it's just like...
But not by no means. It is not perfect, but, I mean, it is an option. Either you keep the old games with the old system, or if you want to pay for convenience, you can buy PlayStation Now.
What convenience?
Even convenience, that's stretching it.
It is for now. Right now, it is
for PlayStation Now.
I mean, are you going to get Xbox's streaming service?
Fuck no.
All right.
You're going to get an Xbox.
Exactly.
All right. All right. It ain't all perfect, but hey.
No, but it's like because that's the one win Xbox has.
But if only they had games to buy.
Yep.
Like, honestly, if PlayStation just did what Xbox did, they would just absolutely massacre Xbox at this point.
Oh, yeah.
They are already massacring.
I mean, they are, but I mean, like, complete, utter slaughter. Like, no going back slaughter.
Yeah, if they just took the one W that fucking Xbox has at the moment and put it into PlayStation, it's like, why even bother at this point?
Exactly. Just move on to the next console, because you're already fucked.
Yeah. Or go work on PC games or some shit, because your console game is garbage. Console games are garbage too.
You're right.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Ross just put it in our Discord channel that Shenmue 1 and 2 is coming to PS4.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Hey, I'm getting that. So awesome. Fucking yeah.
I need you to keep it in your pants. We still have a podcast.
I know, right? Fuck, man. In the middle of a podcast, too.
That just caught me off guard. Like, oh, yeah.
I need you to keep it together, homie. I need you to keep it together.
I'm breaking up, man. I'm going insane.
He's going to top spin.
I don't know. Roz, as the PC player, basically the closest thing to Microsoft right now, what are your thoughts?
Wait, what are my thoughts on what?
On the whole Microsoft taking L's and shit.
Like,
Word.
I don't.
Does she need to say anything more?
Same.
Yeah, that's my entire view right there.
They can't all be winners.
Mm-hmm.
The Xbox is
Yeah.
clearly the loser.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
There's no taking that away.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Alrighty, boys and lady, time to go to our smaller stories, aka something that me and Moopsy, and I guess Raz too, would like to bring to you all.
You mean to just me?
Basically, just to you. But
Lay it on me.
Moopsy, would you do the honors?
Oh, is it the views?
Yes, it is the views.
Okay, because here's the thing. One day, Jess and I were just fucking chatting, and we came up with like this fucking we started. We were talking about like fucking shit about the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And this is like around the time when fucking like the whole Suicide Forest thing happened.
Right.
And we thought it'd be fun to come up with a game. Basically, it would be like a come up with like a quote unquote script for like what if there was a movie based around the Logan Paul-esque character, where it's like he fucks up major, and he gets so desperate for fucking to get his internet fame back that he actually becomes a serial killer.
Mm-hmm. It's all
And
for the views.
The views. Because that's basically like what like the majority of the plot would be, that it's just like the guy goes insane because he loses all the viewers. He gets so desperate for his YouTube internet fame back that he actually starts killing people and and recording it, and like live streaming it and all that shit, so that he can fucking get views for his fucking YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
And
That was a great idea.
Wouldn't that shit go downhill from the very beginning of?
I mean, pretty
You
much,
mean
but we're not
exactly
expecting this to
downhill.
be like a fucking AAA quality movie. This would be
Oh, of
like
course
a
not.
B
It's like
movie at best.
Blumhouse at best.
Exactly, yeah. But it was just like, I just thought it'd be a fun game for us to like play, where it's just like we would try to come up with like scenes and fucking like what would happen for like musical scores and shit.
Hmm.
You niggas is weird.
Yeah.
Nah,
But like, because one of the things I like one of the one of the scenes Jas and I had for the movie would be like what is like the stereotype one where it's just like you see like the shadowy figure standing under a street lamp, and then fucking like the dude looks out the window, turns around, looks out the window again, like the guy's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember we had that one. I remember that like for the dude's look, he would just be wearing like the I talked to this one about with Raz, where like the guy's clothes would be just like the memeiest fucking shit. Like he like he doesn't even look human because it's all just like a bunch of like fucking weirdo fucking clothes that he's draped on himself, and it's all dirty as hell.
And like the music would be like Jason style, but it'll be like like SoundCloud really bad rapping.
Yeah, and go ahead.
The funny thing was, when you said all meme based, I expected him to have like a smiley face mask. You know, like the one where the guy has like the tongue out as he turns around, and that's what you see.
Like the shit emoji face.
Exactly. He just turns around, you just see the shit emoji.
Trying to say he has a bright yellow balaclava on, but instead of it just being yellow, it has the laughing emoji face on.
Exactly, that's the one.
yeah, niggas make me sick.
And fucking what was it like? And also the whole that, and I think I said to Raz that like fucking that music that he'd have playing, that would be like kind of the Jason style sound effect, where it's just like because you hear like the like that sound effect whenever Jason's near, like that fucking like lame ass music would be playing from his phone, and that's what you hear when he's near.
It's its own mixtape.
Yeah, exactly. It's like this shit's good. This shit's gonna make my murders better.
Retweet my shit. Oh wait, you did.
He doesn't even have like a GoPro. He's holding like his phone on like a selfie stick.
Fucking douche.
One end of it is just like covered in blood.
Fucking douche mode activated.
Y'all kill me.
I kind of feel like he'd have like busted up Kanye glasses, honestly.
The ones with like the little, they look like window shutters on his face.
Yeah. Yeah, those.
Logan Paul actually does wear those, so.
If it's
Oh, man.
and then like fucking
But
So, like-
he got so out of touch. But he can't use normal day memes. He has to use the old school memes. Like, these were the days. These were the days, boys. These were the days. You know.
when I was in my prime, I'm gonna bring these back.
Yep.
Damn, that meme was from 2007.
It's still relevant. No, dude, what if that was like a jump scare? Like fucking they see some of his old memes and they're just like, man, this is from this year, and then he pops out yelling, it's still relevant.
I think just the memes itself would be a good jump scare.
It's like, oh god, I remember those.
But they have to use his awful rap songs as his theme song. Like every time you see Logan Paul come around the corner on a moped, all you hear is fuck. I forgot how the song went.
exactly.
You know, I have actual taste.
I mean, it's
really
probably
not,
for the
like,
best that you
bad
got that song.
Comes around the corner every day, bro. What the Disney Channel?
Exactly that
It
bullshit.
has to be like the worst possible quality.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
yeah.
like
you know what the
Yeah.
song is, but it's
Played
just
in 144p.
oh god.
144.
Like all fuzzy as hell.
I wish I could laugh with you guys.
You know what the sad part about it is, though, Eddie? That's Jake Paul's song, not Logan's.
Say what?
That's Jake Paul's song, not Logan's.
makes it even better.
Oh
Doesn't
man, it
doesn't
does.
Doesn't that only further solidify my point of
Exactly.
not wanting any part to do with this? I want nothing to do with
And
it.
yet you're bringing gold to this.
You really are. I want nothing to do with this, but check this out.
I mean, I'm adding on to the madness, sure, but because you guys are
Fun.
like, I wouldn't say fun. Fun isn't the word.
Oh, you know you love it.
I'm not trying. I did not use my brain for it.
Join
Except
us.
for
Become
Join
one with us.
Not a party system, boys. Remember, and girl, not a party system. Remember.
You can do it, Eddie. You can do it. You can join us.
Oh, I very well could. I came up with better ideas than you guys did. I just said, it's
It's like, don't become
Nah.
a Kingdom Hearts villain. Don't do it.
Oh, I know, right? That's exactly what a Kingdom Hearts villain would do.
yeah, you gotta kiss my ass. With this okay. Nah, y'all can
Make
suck.
any the villain while we're at it.
Y'all can suck my ass on that one. I'm not doing this. I refuse to sit here and be victimized by you assholes.
And like fucking, I don't know. I imagine he would have at least like one murder scene, like that's equivalent to like when Jason was slamming that one person to a tree.
He's fucking super strength now.
He's desperate, man, for the views.
Just like, just make it even more dumb. Just have like his music on his phone, like he was saying. Just have it. He just like shows a video of like him rapping to someone. They just die instantly.
His face just melts.
That's also a superpower.
It'll be like that one thing, you know, from the SpongeBob movie, like where it was like bald, and he was like, "My eyes."
Oh right,
It'll be like
right.
that.
Just ties him down into a room, puts it on like a big projector.
Bald, my eyes.
Oh, good SpongeBob. Before he was dead.
We miss you.
SpongeBob memes will live on forever.
Yes.
SpongeBob memes will
Yes, they
never
will.
die.
Yeah, you can't use SpongeBob memes in this movie because they're actually still good.
Yeah. No, I think that's all we had for the views, right?
I mean, it was all dependent on how much we could come up with, but since Eddie refuses to play,
You three are perfectly fine for the part.
This is a team effort, man. No man left behind.
Leave me
Eddie's
behind.
abandoning us.
I'm not abandoning you guys. That's like, nah, man.
That's what the people that begin the abandonment say.
So you're trying to make me become the villain with my own words. You're an asshole. I want you to know that.
Sounds like something a villain would say.
Mm-hmm.
A Kingdom Hearts villain.
Oh no, Eddie's getting his own villain origin story.
Oh, right. the villain of Eddie that came to be. Yeah, that
Talk about character development.
He wouldn't join to our stupid movie ideas. Yeah. No.
Write that down. Write that down.
We all know what this means, right?
Sure.
You sure you're all right, moves, man?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to have fun.
Stop bashing your head on keyboards, man.
It's fine. I got insurance.
Okay.
Yeah, he has that villain insurance plan.
I get paid whenever I'm attacked by a villain.
There you
I'm
go.
not attacking you. I'll admit to being a villain, but I'm not attacking you. At least not right now.
Whoa, we got a badass over here.
He's verbally attacking me.
No, not yet.
It's coming up though.
It's coming. Just not right now. Like, you have to get me warmed up first.
But I mean, if that's all we could come up with, it's like that's fine. We still managed to have some fun with it.
Mm-hmm. That's at least a short film.
Yeah. Well worth the fucking Blumhouse budget, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, we'll totally get $5 million from this.
The guy only kills like fucking 2 people, and it's like that's it. Well, like fucking Eddie wouldn't join us, and we put that in the credits.
The credits be short as shit.
No, it'd be funny if it was like fucking credits that take forever, like as many people that made Black Panther.
It's just us 3. Stop.
On repeat.
No.
Just like we like to thank the Academy, we'd like to thank so and so, but not Eddie.
He didn't contribute.
Like, I have he didn't contribute anything to the movie at all. Nothing.
Not a thing. Oh, hey, Eddie.
It says that on the screen as it's scrolling.
It just keeps rolling up. Nope, not a thing. Not a damn thing. Nope. Nothing.
Fuck Eddie. Like, make a whole ass movement off of just like making sure I'm not involved whatsoever. The movement must live on forever.
Hey, probably get us on the Guinness Book of World Records.
Most consecutive fuck yous to a person in the song.
It's a very niche market.
Niche market, yeah.
No, I think we're good. Anything else, guys?
I mean, like, I'm sure somebody else has some other fucking smaller stories too.
Yeah, bring them on, guys. What?
There's no wrong answers.
I kind of want to add something in, but as a villain, I didn't. So I won't.
Professional villain.
Perfection.
Professional villain.
Wasn't there something you wanted to talk about, Rez? Or
I mean, if you want me to.
go for it.
Do it. This is your time to shine. You have the podium.
You know, the greatest thing ever is ranting.
Word.
Oh, I remember now. Please go ahead.
I was ranting with Mrmoopsy before about like airplanes and like airports.
Mm-hmm.
And like do you guys have any rants about that? Because man, that is. You guys have been on like planes and stuff, right?
I haven't even flown.
I have been on multiple planes.
Give me one.
I don't think I've been on a plane. If we're talking about hating people, I mean,
just like in general, like in most of my stuff was like in an airport. Like that's crap. It's insane. Especially around here, it's like real bad.
Yes, Jess.
I'm getting ready for this.
No, like let me link you like a little preview of what she had to say the other day.
Oh yeah, this is a preview.
Oh, dude.
you guys got this shit recorded? It's lit.
Oh well, because it was we were just typing it out, but that's
Yeah, I
like
was
the
just-
first half.
Jesus
I was
Christ.
Oh my God, that is. I expected to be entertained by a short story. Now,
Short story.
what the fuck?
For those who are listening, we're literally looking at a short novel right now.
And it is a wall of text. Like the last thing freaking Jazz put up was this little meme of fucking Michael Jackson eating popcorn, and almost all of it is gone.
Like, I feel like I could read this as I go to bed right now.
This shit makes me want to go to sleep right now.
Exactly.
What you mean?
So, Raz, please.
This is the
go
perfect
ahead.
bedtime story. No, but
Your time to shine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tell us
only
about
if you guys, only if you guys want to hear it, though.
Damn it, woman,
Absolutely.
this is
You
your moment.
can't post this and leave me hanging like this.
fine.
I will lose
God
sleep.
damn it, you
Your time to shine,
so
Ray.
help me God.
Don't listen to that villainous nerd. Go ahead at your own pace.
So, like, I don't like planes, obviously, because, like,
Word.
I have really bad motion sickness.
Because
So, like, yeah, so, let me just start out with, you can just read along with the text. So,
it's the audiobook.
yeah. So, like, when I like fly, I'm always like in a panic. And it doesn't help when you get to the airport. Like, it's already in a panic, like an intense panic. Everyone's just like, you got that lady with her khaki skirt walking around. She's late because she's there with her baby and her husband. Showing up, cutting in front of the line. Like, yo, I have a baby, so I'm going to cut in front of this line, screw all these people. And everyone's just like, are you kidding me, kind of thing. So, I guess this rant's going to be about that woman right there.
Word.
So, you head to the airport. You're there. You're in there. Mind your own business. You're at the security line. You're getting yourself checked. You don't have any metal because you're smart. You showed up in like a t-shirt and like shorts, so you're all good, or like sweatpants, whatever. But the lady in front, you're just like, yo, what's up? Like, why is it taking so long? You look, and you see a lady in full-on like metal, every sort of metal, like. And if you go to Walmart and you just go to like the automobile thing and pick up every single thing on the shelf and just glue it to your body, that's what that lady's wearing, right?
So she's Iron
So-
Woman.
Yeah. And so you're just like, are you kidding me? Because it's taking like 20 minutes because she'll take off her like rings, bracelets, like all sorts of things. She'll go through the
Ankle
security.
bracelets.
She hasn't even taken off her ankle bracelets yet, bro. Because she still has them on. She forgot. So
Just
she goes
spoilers.
through. Yeah. Don't spoil, man. So she'll go through the thing. It'll start beeping. She'll go back like, oh, I forgot to take off my freaking headbands, anklets. She goes back through it, beeps again. I forgot to take off my body chain, my belt, and stuff like that.
Damn.
So you're sitting there for like 20 minutes waiting on this woman who decides, yo, I'm going to be dumb and have an IQ lower than 40 and wear all this metal. So, because you guys, like, there's two things in an airport that's just straight up dumb, and like nothing says I have an IQ lower than like 32 is like wearing 6-inch heels to an airport and wearing literally every type of metal you can possibly have like on your body.
I love how the numbers are getting smaller.
I know, like I was already dying at
If you're
40.
Unless you're a flight attendant, then you just, you're just not there.
You
Like,
don't
you
exist.
Like, you couldn't have been birthed in a normal way. You had to like fall into the toilet and hit your head on like the toilet
God.
bowl. Come on, like, you just think about it. I know you guys don't wear heels. I don't really wear them either.
You don't know that.
Well, I'm just assuming things.
You know what they say about assuming shit, Raz.
So, like, but isn't like an airport, like going on a plane, the last place you'd want to wear heels, or like
My entire thought
anything
process is just going on.
Because, like, heels hurt, man. I don't want to wear those on a freaking plane. I want to, like, kick back, relax, wear some sneakers or something, but no. But, like, what if the plane goes down? You know, you're in the middle of the ocean, and, like, it just crash lands, and you're trying to save yourself, get off the plane, and not die, and get blown up, right? And then the lady, she's the first one near the emergency exit. She slides down the inflatable raft, and then her freaking, doesn't take off her heels, and she slides down, and then she rips the raft. And so, oh no, so everyone else is stuck on this plane, and they're gonna blow up, and this lady is the only one on this raft flying away, freaking waving to everyone on the plane. Like, I'd be so upset if that lady was the last thing I saw. Oh man, just like, just
if that bitch gets me killed.
Exactly, because she didn't want to take off her dumb heels to like freaking get like she probably didn't like, you know how on the plane you have like the emergency procedures thing in like a pouch in front of you sometimes. And they even said on there, yo, don't wear heels because you'll rip the raft. So that means that someone had to have done that for them to write it down. So just imagine being on that plane, you're in the ocean, and you're trying to get out and not drown and die. You're already panicking because you're in the ocean, and freaking affluent white lady freaking slides down the thing, rips the thing. Oh man. So everyone's floating in the ocean. That's already almost everyone's biggest fear is the ocean. So now you don't have a thing to like lay on unless you're gonna lay on top of the plane. You know, you're already freaking out. Oh man.
I mean, I'm also pretty sure people were afraid of the crash.
Exactly. And now, oh no, we're gonna be stuck in this ocean for like 3 hours, more than that probably. But now we don't even have like a raft to like. You have to pencil dive into the ocean instead of like sliding on a raft because this lady decided she didn't want to take off her heels. Like, you know, and so, and also, like, you know how when you're on a plane and you're just sitting there minding your own business, the plane hasn't even taken off, you already went through the people who decided that they were in such a big hurry to get on a plane, and so they're running on the plane, even though the plane's not going to take off for another, like, hour because it's delayed. And so they're running on there, pushing babies out the way so they can get to their seat that's set. You got a seat. No one's going to take your seat from you. I guarantee it. And so, but they don't care. They need to get their luggage that they don't know what carry-on luggage is. They decide that they want to take their wheelie, like the rolly luggage thing on the plane as a carry-on. They can't even put it under the seat or whatever. They don't have a backpack. No, they have like this carry-on thing, and it takes like 3 compartments of like the overhead thing. And so, like, because before when I was there, they had to like have like an announcement thing saying, "Oh yeah, so we don't have any more room in overhead compartments, blah blah blah. So you have to check your bags." And I'm just like, "Are you kidding me?" So I look up and I see like 18 of these really big bags, like the luggage bags that would be like your main thing instead of like your carry-on. They decided to take that on the plane. They didn't want to like what do you need? No one's gonna get up and get anything out of there. Everyone's just sitting there chilling on their phones or whatever. Maybe like a laptop bag, but you don't need like a the bag with all your clothes or whatever. That also irritates me. So, but you're sitting there on your plane, you're minding your own business, about to take off. If you were me, you'd be panicking. And then, but then in the back, you hear the people in like the business class, out of like first class. You see them like on their laptops and on their phone, like Google Glass, earpiece, everything. And they're talking extremely loudly, like about business, trying to out-business each other, like acting like they're super important, making everyone else feel like a freaking plebeian. And so, so they're talking extremely. There's more than one. There's like 5 or like 10, if you're lucky. And they're all on their phone. If you're even luckier, they don't even have an earpiece. It's just speakerphone, and just like it's loud back there. And you're sitting here just like, will you shut up and let me like not panic, please? Because you're not helping. Like if you, like, has that ever happened to you, Jazz? Like the people in the back, you like hear them from like the entire plane, like they're talking like super loudly or somewhere.
Oh yeah, like I told y'all last time. Literally heard somebody literally talking about breaking up and shit, and then she was like, "Hey, I'm breaking up because your dick little" or something like that. And I was just like enjoying the entire thing. It's just like, this is stupid as shit, but that was funny as hell. I need to keep going with this. But no, I totally understand because there's a lot of people who do that, and I don't know why.
Exactly. They act like they're so like extremely important. But it's like even if it was like Oprah, if Oprah was back there, I'm pretty sure people would still tell her to shut up too, even though they'd be like, "Oh, well, it's Oprah." But,
I wouldn't tell Oprah to shut up. Nah, you ain't getting the woman's right on me. Nah, especially in the plane.
Like maybe Raz could do it, but
no,
we
Raz
can't.
could do it.
I could. No hesitation.
She gonna be like,
Yeah,
me too, and then I'm never gonna be seen again.
It'd be like another one of those like American. No, was it American? No, it was United Airline freaking fight things that happen. You'll see that. It's gonna be me.
Just like fucking hands come out of nowhere and make us disappear.
Today on the airplane, Oprah just vanished out of nowhere, and nobody knows where she went.
Where's Oprah?
Hashtag where's Oprah?
Yeah, like, I was talking about like how it's like, okay, words.
They are hard.
How people on the plane and they have like their babies and their babies are freaking out because they're on a plane, it's all loud and they're like crying and stuff. But then you're on like an 8-hour flight and they're crying the literal entire time and they're throwing up because they've been crying the entire time. And then they happen to have like a toddler too and they're sitting right behind you. Like that would be the worst thing ever, honestly. Like, they throw up on you. You have to like clean up. And then if that was me, if I stood up, I'd probably pass out immediately. So, yeah, planes.
Well,
Man.
think of it this way. At least it's not an ostrich.
What?
No, I'm talking about
All
that
right,
double
nigga,
toasted. I'm talking about, it's not exactly an ostrich that was on the plane, but like I think you saw the double toasted video, right? Mrmoopsy, when the woman wanted to bring that bird on the plane.
I feel like if I have, it was ages ago.
Yeah, it was like a long time ago. It was like some kind of like it was like a rare bird she wanted to bring on the plane, but that bird was big as shit. And it was like, this is my emergency pet or whatever. And that thing was loud as shit. Like, people were literally getting their phones out to let you hear what the bird was sounding like on the plane ride the entire time. And it was so much so that she got banned from, like, every plane ever. Like, every airline. Like, we're not doing this.
Our emergency is letting you on a plane with your goddamn bird.
Exactly.
Dude, that reminds me. Someone, I think like a year or two ago, brought like an alligator, like a little baby alligator, on the freaking plane.
Why?
What? How did you even?
Peacock.
How?
That's what it was.
I can't even.
Peacock. Okay.
Oh yeah, those things are freaking loud.
Emergency peacock?
Yeah. Hold on.
Like,
Hold on. Go ahead, Ross. I'm just trying to do that.
Yeah. Like, if I can't even bring like a jar of coconut oil, a plane, how did you bring an alligator? That's my question.
Hacks.
That makes negative sense.
It actually takes away sense.
Hacks.
I mean, airports don't sound fun.
Oh, airports are never fun.
Yeah. I mean, I like the feeling of going in there. It's like a nice feeling. It's like all like techie and it's like cool. But then once you get past like the front entrance, it just gets worse from there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What other parts are there to the fucking terribleness of airports?
There it is.
I just don't understand the people who are like in such a big hurry to get on and off the planes. Like, do you get like you're just going on a plane that's going to be sitting there for another hour? Like, there's nowhere to go except on the plane. Or
How
off
do you
the
have
plane.
an emergency peacock?
I don't. It's foolishness. Don't ask that question.
How dare you make sense?
Why would you want to have a peacock at all?
I'm gonna say, like, you don't ask that question. You get that woman out of there and take her to an insane asylum.
Get her foolishness
Why
out
would
of
you
there.
choose a peacock to begin with, too?
That's
Like,
a perfect question, to be honest.
Like, out of all the other birds,
It's so weird. I don't get it. Why?
You're asking the wrong questions.
Hold on. There's one of like these people like staring at it. It's kind of
The
funny.
real question is, what's the right question?
The right question is always the wrong question until it's right.
Wrong.
You see those people in the background like, man, fuck that.
Yeah.
They tell that other girl that's not even turning it, don't move.
Oh, you took pictures of it.
No, I wasn't there.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
Jess probably wouldn't get near that fucking peacock.
Hell no. Peacocks are not bitches. They're mean as shit.
I don't know, man. That sounds awful like a bitch to me.
Well, next time you see a peacock, by all means, pet it to your heart's content and see it poke your eye out.
You just described it as a bitch. Why would I pet it?
That makes negative
Isn't
sense.
that- like, yeah, that makes negative sense too. How you gonna say some shit like that? Just,
Oh, I thought you were
nah.
calling me a bitch. That sounds like, oh, well, you can go for it, my
Oh, no, I wouldn't call you a bitch this time, nigga.
I mean, Raz, if you want, you can also fucking rant about the geese that live near you.
oh, dude. I remember I got,
What?
like, really, like, yeah, where I live, it's kind of like a...
Did
If
it
you
laugh
think
in
of
your face and
Florida-
call you predictable?
If you think of Florida, what do you think of? Beaches? No, you should think of swamps everywhere.
Think of alligators eating
Louisiana,
children.
but like not. Except
Yeah.
like, not in a bowl. That's like where it is, and there's like, have you heard of like the Chinese geese? Like just look it up just for like a half a second, and you'll see. They're freaking terrifying.
It's not gonna take me anything like Lemon Party, is it?
I was kind of terrified
No.
of that myself.
It's not,
It's
I
like,
guarantee you.
Google, don't betray me now.
Oh, well, you said no guarantees, Raz? All right, got it. I ain't doing it. Say no more.
What's wrong with
It's
this
like
beat?
fucking like after Raz told me about the geese that live near her, I was kind of like, you know what? I see these things. I still kind of want to get in a fight with one.
Why?
I mean-
Because I can say I punched out a goose.
Yeah, like I'm like
Plus
there
free
was
dinner.
there was like a
Said
video
plus
of,
free
like,
dinner.
Plus free
there was a
dinner.
video of this guy on a boat with this dog. Have you seen that video? Like a geese attacked this dog, and he like took it by the neck and threw it, and it still came back.
What?
Yeah,
The geese is
I
like, I
guarantee
ain't no
that's a
bitch.
real video. I've seen and it like, man, that's like the geese around here. They're freaking vicious, man. You wouldn't think, but those things are freaking scary, man. They come in like flocks, and there's like they go full on force with their like weird clawed web feet. Like, they're freaking weird. I hate them.
Yeah, and wasn't it like they've also got like pointy like
They have,
teeth
like,
on their
teeth.
bills?
In their bills, and it's on like on their tongues too.
Oh, so they're like lions.
If something has teeth on their tongues, that's nothing to be messed with.
Let me see. Let me post up the fucking like.
Yeah, that's fucked
yeah.
up. Yeah, they're like
Yeah,
lions
you-
in that aspect.
Y'all got it.
Yeah, that's nothing to be playing around with.
It's Kyle's thing. These right?
What's wrong with its face?
Yeah, those things.
They look awfully tame.
They do until you get them mad somehow. You don't have to do anything. You just walk near it, and it gets mad at you.
They're just like, I acknowledge your existence. I must fight you now.
Exactly. Like, I wish if I go to the park right now and have like I'll have my phone camera. I guarantee at least one of them is gonna freaking try to attack me.
I must stain my hands with your blood.
Like those things are yikes.
Yeah.
They all look like they have tumors.
It's like, what's wrong with your face?
Oh, I think this is the one that you showed me, Raz.
What the fuck?
Sorry, that was me.
Special guest star.
Yeah.
Oh.
This.
That
Common.
is a lot more terrifying than I thought.
Whoa. The fucking
Yeah,
eyes.
I think that's the one that Raz linked me.
Yeah, dude. Imagine seeing that, the thing freaking honking at you and seeing that.
I'm gonna put that on my YouTube video. Put that as a thumbnail.
I was about to say.
I have a better idea. How about you don't do that?
It's already done.
Where's the fun in that?
Hey, well,
We're already halfway there.
Make that the thumbnail for the video.
That's all they see when they see my video go. What the fuck?
Well, I should have said like make that the thumbnail for the podcast.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, why not?
What do you mean, why not?
Look at that face. How could you say no to that face?
Exactly.
Okay,
it's beautiful.
Eddie, look at me. Listen to me, man. Clickbait.
I like how you said that.
Clickbait, my dude.
I'm not clickbaiting.
The views, man.
I'm not. No, there's no
He's
view
not the
in the
serial
world
killer.
worth this shit.
But there is YouTube drama.
We're not big enough to have YouTube drama yet.
This is our start, man. A
You just
fucking
have to
duck
have, like,
with
a-
teeth.
like a really-
Well, I need Raz.
Like nightmare would be like this goose trying to fucking go through the airport.
Just say something like really, really dumb, like a really dumb story, like something that seems like extravagant, like got attacked by like a fat lady in like a mall or something.
That's actually pretty funny.
But then like say the most like dumb story ever. So be like, oh yeah, so this lady in a shopping cart was like coming near me and she accidentally bumped into me. So yeah, I fought
YouTube clickbait 101.
So I decked her.
Guy gets popped
Oh.
by fat lady.
Oh.
Lady almost drowned me.
we have to go back to the story time era of YouTube.
Basically.
Story time.
Yeah.
I was molesting the mall. I was sitting there in the mall minding my own business, wearing these hot pink boy shorts and some shit, right? And this lady comes up to me, and her purse hit my right butt cheek, and I felt offended. You have to add those dramatic pauses in there. You got to make it like authentic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Clips from Eddie's autobiography.
I have it was a top seller. We have problems.
I mean, you're 6
We
episodes in. Of course, we have problems.
You're right. You right, player. You right.
This is more like I think at this point we're just more like showing how Raz is damaged as any of us.
I feel like one of us has to rant, so that it's not just her.
Like she was. Well, no, go ahead, Raz. I don't want to like mansplain.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no,
respect
you-
women, damn it.
You sure I'm the villain of this podcast? You sure?
I did stop myself.
No.
Go ahead.
No, you guys talk about whatever. I'm cool.
God damn it, you nerd. Why would you do this to us?
Well, I mean, you have a goose right there, so.
You do have a goose.
And so
Oh,
you've got at
geez,
least
yeah.
5 geese right there.
No one else has anything to rant on? Anything?
I have no rants. No.
I mean, like, because what I was telling Raz is that, like, fucking, like, I think you would also be able to join in, Jess, where it's just like, we could rant about fucking Batman versus Superman, like, for ages.
Of course. But nobody wants to hear that shit because DC sucks. But there is something I can rant about DC on. I'm debating if I want to.
We'll see. We'll save it for, like, if Eddie's got nothing.
I don't have much of anything. I've been just trying to get a job. My God.
Loud noises.
I got a job.
No, I wish. Now someone was talking to me on Snapchat.
Then I'd be all like fucking like No Name Podcast performs a miracle. Get someone a job.
I wish. No, but I got nothing to rant about. It's just.
Well, I mean, do you have like anything for host topics or?
For host topics?
It doesn't have to be a rant.
It doesn't have to be a rant, yeah. But no, I really don't. Other than my PC came in.
Hey.
Oh boy.
And I mean, it's no beast or nothing like that, but it's definitely a step in the right direction.
Hey.
It's a critter.
Dude, it's like, this PC is pretty fucking cool, but it has LED lights and shit. Shit's fucking like flamboyant as hell, but I can see the case and all that. It's pretty solid.
I can see it.
But like I said, this is nothing worth. That's not really nothing worth talking about, because it's not like the best gaming PC of all time. But
Well, I mean, like, well, here's a question: what do
What's
you
up?
hope to do with the new rig?
because this is an actual like gaming PC, I'll probably buy like another graphics card. The processor's fine. It's just like the true suckiest thing about this is probably the graphics card, so I can't play mini games on it. But I don't plan on playing games on it. Not really.
This gaming PC is not for games.
Exactly.
It's a placeholder. Think about it like that. Like it's the foundation for what I plan to do in the future.
Ah,
Yep.
And that's all that matters.
Yep.
well, that and Satanism.
Nope. We'll not sign off on that one.
Add it to the list, damn it.
Nope, I'm good. No.
All right.
I just want to say this stream is brought to you
By
by
drugs.
What's
no, not by drugs. You fuck. I was gonna segue into like me needing a job. Just please hire me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I mean,
show this fucking podcast to any potential bosses.
This podcast.
Hey, what skills do you think you have? All of my friends think that I'm a Kingdom Hearts villain.
You're hired.
Hired yesterday.
But that CEO just so happens to be a Kingdom Hearts fan. He's like, tell me more.
What's your favorite Keyblade?
Does that mean you know the darkness?
And the only way I can retort to that is just like, look at me. Look at me.
You're hired.
Look at me. Do I look like I know the darkness? I was born in it. Molded by it.
I can take on Batman.
Yeah. I'm just saying, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can take on Batman, son. Yeah, you put something black in front of me, it's just like turning the lights off, son.
No, man.
That's it. That's the last joke I'm making about myself.
Nice.
And this villainy.
I mean, you say nice. I say that my self-esteem is becoming so fragile that I can only take few jokes at a time.
I reached my quota.
And check. All right.
He's got like one of those little hand counters. So click, 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 click. Okay, that's enough.
So they're like, all right, I've had my fill.
No. Nobody else?
Nobody else. I'm good, man.
Nobody.
Nobody. I'm sorry.
That's too many jokes.
Not enough. Needs more joke. Well, I think we're going to leave it at that then, because I will save my rant for later when I have more information.
All right, then.
Can you give us a taste?
I mean, if I give you a taste, you're getting the whole thing. Because I'm not going to stop. I already know it.
That's what he says to most girls on a date.
Jesus
Damn,
Christ. Jesus Christ, Moopsy.
Was that necessary? I don't think that was necessary.
Most of the shit I say is unnecessary, but that's not the point.
And once again, you sure I'm the villain?
Exactly.
Are you sure?
Like, goddamn.
Because
you try to get me
Jay
too'd up
said
in
it, not
here.
me.
You
I'm
the
looking
fuck
at-
said it. You try to get me too'd up in this bitch. Just remember, he lives in California, people.
Oh,
That narrows it down.
it's all right. They'll find you anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, they're all at Coachella.
I'll just tell him where Harvey Weinstein lives.
Mm.
think he's in jail. It's not that hard to find.
Congratulations, you got him.
No. I guess we can go ahead and do our plugs then now. Yeah, but I will say that the rant will be on something Disney related.
Ooh.
Ew.
Nice.
That was 3 different.
Wow, he's dead.
I love how like you were like nice. She's like ew. Who wants to plug first?
You know what? I'll go first.
No, ready?
How do you want me to do this? Do you want me to do the outro too, or do you want me to do just plug, or?
Just plug, because we have to go through everybody.
Okay, cool. All right, well, you can catch me on YouTube, youtube.com/be fucking phone, I swear. Baker with 2 R's because I'm weird like that. You can find me on Twitch at Baker_TTV. I'm going to change my Twitter to match that at some point down the road. But you can find me streaming Tuesday and Wednesday nights with my raid team while we fail and learn things together.
The power of friendship.
The power of friendship.
Yeah. He's all about kicking ass and talking about friendship, and he's all out of kicking ass. All right, Moopsy, you're next.
Well, you can catch me on my Twitch, twitch.tv/Mrmoopsy. That's pretty much all I got going right now because I had to fucking fix up some computer shit, so I'd mostly be playing, I'd mostly be streaming Street Fighter or sometimes Overwatch. Thinking about adding more Dragon Ball Fighters and going back to Kingdom Hearts. I got a ton of shit. But yeah, that's basically where you can catch me, and my streams are pretty out there because my scheduling is shit.
Word.
Because life.
Because life. Mrs. Raz, would you like to plug your SoundCloud and stuff?
Mrs. Raz, who is she married to? The game?
I know, that's what I want to know.
Hey, I don't judge.
Check out
Also-
my Twitch, Dazzling Razzle. I have a SoundCloud. I haven't really posted anything like lately on there, but I'm gonna start posting more. It's just Fugue Disaster. Don't ask. It's a long story where that name came from. But yeah.
The people must know.
I don't really have a streaming schedule because high school and
Also life.
stuff. Yeah, life.
Word.
Lots of life. So, but I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow. So if you check it out, then please do. So
Dope.
I
That's
will
all.
try to show up.
thanks, man.
problem.
What time would the stream be, most likely?
Maybe around like 5 my time.
All right, I might be out of my tournament by then.
Not if you win that bitch.
Yeah, it's true. But we'll see.
I fully expect you to win that bitch.
You better
If you
win.
don't, you're out of the podcast.
Yeah.